This is the Imperial HoloNet News. Rebellion. In wake of our victory over the Galactic, there are reports of rebellion breaking out across our newly conquered planets. To deal with this threat, Lord Vader has sent new governors to each of the systems as well as deployed stormtroopers to enforce order on the newly conquered subjects. In the Senate, debate has been focused on the issue of the Galactic people and how to deal with them in the Empire. Multiple options have been considered, but in the end only two have gained real support: slavery or full citizen status. As fellow humans, the Galactans may yet become a loyal populace to the Empire. In the end, the vote was close, and full citizen status was granted. Lord Vader is amused by this development, however, should their new status not quell the rebellion, more drastic action may yet be needed. In the aftermath of the losses from the Battle of Galactic, senators have been calling for a full review of the actions taken by Admiral Katarn. The initial siege of the system was to be a two-part operation. The fleet would take the planet Lune, regroup, repair, and then make a push for Galactic. During his subsequent court-martial, it was determined that Captain Andre Blaga of the corvette Warlord acted without orders and engaged the defenses in the Galactic system. This forced Admiral Katarn into the conflict before the fleet was prepared. After the loss of several ships, Admiral Katarn ordered a full retreat, likely saving the Imperial fleet. Based on these actions, Admiral Katarn has been cleared of all wrongdoing in the battle. An arrest order has been issued for Captain Andre Blaga, who is to be considered a traitor to the Empire. He has escaped capture and both he and his corvette have vanished from Imperial space. Lord Vader has dispatched an Inquisitor to remedy the situation. He will not remain hidden for long. Citizens, your Empire needs you. The war has provided opportunities for new command positions. Vote in the comments to become a senator of your great empire, and you will have the ability to send a recruit of your choice to the Imperial Academy. Join the Empire today. It's your duty.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intrepid. My name is Captain Katarn, and we're going to do episode 9 of our Star Wars series. We're going to call this Imperial Crackdown. And as you can see, we have expanded out quite a bit, and we have a large part of the galaxy. I would estimate we have about an eighth of the galaxy, maybe, right now, but I think we need more. Always. Alright, so if you remember where we left off, we had some promotions here. We have gone ahead and promoted the following captains. So you can review the list, you can pause the video at this point if you'd like, and we brought on some new captains as well that have to start their way up through the ranks. So we will see what happens with that. This is going to be an episode pretty much of us taking care of some rebels and building infrastructure. Hopefully it's not that exciting, just because that would mean that we're setting ourselves up well for a late run here at the entire galaxy. So if you're just joining the channel, again, my name is Captain Katarn. This is Intrepid. We are a sci-fi gaming channel, so consider subscribing, and if you're an existing subscriber, don't forget to hit that bell notification. Alright, let's get started. So I'm gonna unpause this. I'm gonna play it on normal for right now, because I need to do quite a bit of stuff. Let's see, we still have unrest on Tagoria. We're still building the armies that should hopefully take care of that. But after that, we should be fine. We do have our new leaders in place. Let me take a look for everybody that had a promotion. I have Master Maximus, who's about to become a science officer. And the different Moffs. We have Moff Deborah's sister, Moff Echo, Moff Gas Alpha, Moff Big, Eugenia, Jazz, and of course Moff Ericole and Moff Sandal. Alright, so the Kuwat aristocracy has changed to become egalitarian. I'm not really sure what that is, but it kind of sounds like it's equalish. So maybe I should look that up at some point. I know I've said that more than once, that I don't really know what that means, but it's the truth. Alright, let's go ahead and pause it real quick. I want to take a look at a few things. I did send out some probes to build strategic points out here to see if we can capture more space. The reason being that I was late on this, and they've already blocked our route here. So not only do they have pockets of resistance inside the Empire, they've now blocked off another major route. So I want to make sure that that ends. So I've sent ships to Spinatar, as well as, I believe, somewhere around here. So we have at least 2 frontier stations that are going out in this direction. I've also decided to consolidate date down here, and I've sent one over here. So the Empire will grow and encompass this. And I think that pretty much is all that we can do for now. unless we decide to come into this region, there's not a whole lot of opportunity for advancement and for expanse, but also there's no colonizable planets down here for us. A lot of potential resources, but looks to be more energy heavy, which is, you know, possibly a good thing for us. But I think that we need to also spend a lot of this episode just building infrastructure. So we're going to do that while we have our Imperial Crackdown. Additionally, I'm going to take a look at some of these factions. So it looks like the Martial Order of the Thorn, which wants aggressive diplomacy, subjugation, border expansion, rivalries, and awesome. Okay, so they're pretty happy, and Dr. Kevin Ross is leading us because he's clearly a smart man and he knows what's up. Let's see what else we have. The Noble Privilege Vanguard. They want royalism, a stratified society, harmonious empire, and extraordinary authority. Huh. Okay. Unusual tectonics. What the Maul's secrets found on... Okay, that's the ship name. What the ship found on that planet were not buildings, but surprisingly regular mineral outcroppings. Science officer Dr. Kevin Ross asserts that these angular blocks of rock are the product of interactions between the tectonic plates. Their shapes are the results of unusual tectonic physics inherent in the planet's crust. Well, that's interesting. Perfect angularity of these thrust faults implies a possibility of aliens tampering with the crust at some point. Okay, well, hey, we got some science out of it. Oh, one other thing I forgot is that we have a fleet here that we need to crush. So I apologize for last time when we were doing the fleet work. I had it on fast, and somebody pointed that out to me that that's obviously not a good thing to do. So we're going to go in here, we're going to kill these aliens, we'll take the fleet out, and then that should open up all of our trade routes throughout the Empire. The only other thing that's still blocked is the Mall. But as you can see, until we have a, let's see, so we have like a 20k fleet, I'm not even going to attempt that. Let me just show you. That looks pretty scary. In fact, I think that even with a 20k fleet, we'd probably have some pretty significant losses to attempt to get that. But once we do, it should be a pretty interesting science place for us. Okay, so we no longer have unrest. I am going to pause it for a second. I want my science ship to do something else. Let's see, where is that debris? It's in Shalacta, of course. So I wanted to go research that that product. Excellent. Alright, I don't know if they'll get there in time because we're almost done with it. Maybe I should send the other one as well. No, I want you to research this now. Okay, we'll see. Hopefully with two of them working together. Oh, we have unrest again, man. Every time we get a couple armies and then they unrest. Annoying. Okay, so the other thing that we had too was that the Senate has voted on that, so we need to take action on it. So let me go to Looney and pull up one of these guys. We're going to do a full planet review as well, so let's pause this. We're going to set their rights. We're going to grant them full citizenship, which I think is actually a great deal. Okay, I'm going to put them into social welfare because I want them to be happy. That's important. I'm going to give them limited. I'll tell you what, we're going to do full military service. I know some people were like they shouldn't be able to do that, but we'll only build the armies that we want, so we'll use selective service, but I have no problem with them becoming leaders. I think that that's actually a pretty decent thing. So we'll go ahead and do full military service. And colonization forbidden? Yeah. Yeah, so no population control, so they can grow. Well, there's no migration in the Empire, so that's not important. Okay, so here we go. So we have done that. Hopefully, we'll see a change in their behavior. There we go. Plus 12. Nice. So their happiness is only -9 instead of -1 billion. So that's awesome. Yeah, we have to deal with the recently conquered. I think that lasts 10 years, so after 10 years, they should be in a much better position. Let's go ahead and see which science ships did I not send out. Okay, excellent. So I need to use these science ships to really start, or these construction ships to really start building the infrastructure of the Empire. Looks like we had the other one up here. Great. Okay, so there's some more research. We'll need that. I guess we'll just have them do these in the order I can afford them. So we'll get as much of this taken care of as we can today. That's really our goal. So it looks like Tagoria has enough now that it's no longer at unrest. Let's see, they're down to 0. I would be willing to bet, yeah, that was a great move. So by making them citizens again, the unrest has gone down considerably. We're now at 0. It looks like our Imperial Crackdown has worked effectively, and hopefully we can bring them into the Empire. I would very much like that. Alright, so we are doing our research. I don't know if they'll get there in time. Alright, excellent. We're intercepting a message to the Dorn Republic on screen. The colony. It's the Killiks. Humans, unexpected. Unfortunate you are not yet ready. I don't know how Killiks sound. I didn't like them in Star Wars The Old Republic. I thought it was a dumb idea for the expanded universe, but you guys can decide for yourselves. Alright, let's see. So we got the leader capacity +2, which is important. And max influence from factions +1. Now we will do... Just share the burden will do. Unnecessary. Alright, this one is actually the quickest and will help us. So we'll do that just to get it out of the way. Hostile fleet, here we go. So we've engaged the enemy, sir. Alright, prepare for combat, launch all fighters. Load all commands. Alright, so we have the Ravager leading the way, it would seem, with the Galactic Peace and the Obdurate in the background. Well done. Well done indeed, guys. An excellent engagement. It doesn't look like we're going to lose any ships. I'm very pleased with that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the battle simulation. So we have lost nothing. We have destroyed the alien menace, and the Imperial fleet can now move for repairs. Excellent. Well done, everyone involved. Admiral Katarn sends his commendations out to all fleet commanders. And that's a minor battle, so that doesn't count towards promotions, but it is certainly good that everybody survived that. It's the kind of thing that we should be expected to do. Alright. So we have our new stations being built up here, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're building one at the Felucia, and the other one will be here, so that should probably give us most of this region. And then depending on that, because there's just so much here, maybe we'll put another one out here. Maybe there, because we have a lot of influence to spend. And the way that you spend that influence is in increasing your spatial claims. And that's really our best expansion region at this point, in terms of the number of worlds we can take, and to ensure that our enemies do not. Now, obviously, there's always a fine line you try to run between between expanding too much or not expanding enough, and I prefer to expand as much as possible. Okay, so where's he going? He's there. Excellent. Alright, everybody has orders. We're in good shape. I'm going to let it go a little faster. Got a transmission here from the Mon Calamari. They'd like star charts. Construction ships are still building. I'll agree with that. Okay, yeah, that opened up a little bit more for me. I got some more systems over here we didn't have before. That's good. Okay. Alright, we have a new tradition as well. So we're close to finishing up the Harmony. I will go ahead and do the privateer ship. We get another transmission. Alaskan Kingdom would like star charts. I'm okay with trading them at this point. There's really nothing out there that is a problem. I just didn't want to do anything while we were in the middle of a major conflict, because I didn't want to give any, any type of intel to a potential person who could have joined our enemy as an ally. So now that that's no longer a threat, we'll get this out. That's being built. How close are they over here? They're almost to Arda, so that'll pull in a large part of that space. Excellent. Do we want anything here? Yeah, there's an Arctic 25 world here. And that'd probably give us part of Tarragon. Maybe we should do that, so let's see. After he's done with those orders, I want him to come out here and build a frontier outpost. And then, same thing down here. Whenever he's done with whatever he's doing over there, I'd like him to come down here and build one. I think that's a good use of our stuff. So that'll put us to a +2. Let's see, we'll be +2.9. So we'll still have the ability to expand if we identify an area that needs to be expanded. But now, let's see. So let's go back to Imperial Center. I just want to check the surface here, make sure that we're good. Is there anything else we can build here? Not at this time, so I'm not going to build anything. I might actually migrate that population off just so that they're working for us. Now on Scarif, I wanted to make Scarif originally a colony that would have a lot of research, and you know, we did that here, but we haven't really done that anywhere else. So let's go ahead and remedy that and put him there, and we'll make a science building. I'm not going to build anything else until we have the people, just because it does cost us. Now we're going to start taking a look at some of these. Okay, we can upgrade these buildings, so I'm going to do that. Can upgrade this to an engineering facility. We also have a food issue right now. We're slightly negative on food, so we'll see if there's any place that I can expand that. But for the most part, I just want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of what the tiles have on these conquered planets. This is the only one that I'm a little bit wary of, because there's tons of minerals in space, but I can't grow food in space, so I think I'm going to switch that to a hydroponics farm. It's not as important, in my opinion, for us to mine on the planets because of how plentiful the asteroids are. Now you can tell me if you disagree with my resource allocation here, and I would totally be willing to listen to that, because I get a lot of this from you guys. Build this here, build another farm here, and I'm just going to do these early because I'm not going to really check on these planets all that much, just because they're conquered and not that exciting. Alright, good. So we have that, and we'll upgrade those whenever it comes around here. Let's see. The Bothan clans have declared us a rival. Excellent. I can declare them a rival. Nice. I have gone ahead and I have declared the Bothans a rival. And this is good because this will actually help us with one of our factions. So let me take a look. We were looking at the factions before, we never finished it. Okay, local rivalry, so there we go. We're up to 67% happiness. They want us to dominate a subject nation. I think eventually that might happen, but that's a much harder thing to do. Let's see. Anthony Donaldson has founded a tradition. Life organic. Not constructing robots will please them. Well, I guess you're not going to get along very well in the Star Wars world. The secular state? Anthony Donaldson, this is treason. Unhallowed ground? Psionic support? Oh my... I cannot embattle my... I cannot allow this to stand. I have to do something about this. So we're going to manage this faction. I am going to actually suppress this faction. I do not like them. And I do not want them to be a part of the Empire. And Anthony Donaldson, the ISB will be investigating you. So expect that shortly. Cannot accept that in the Empire. Alright, and then Moff Echo has the Citizens for Freedom Network. Wow. Free movement? Are you kidding? Anti-ocratic? Oh, this is open rebellion treason. They have also been suppressed. We cannot allow this type of poison to infect the young people of the Empire. Their minds. No. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue here. So that's good. Alright, our fleet has been repaired. We're at 3k fleet power. So as you can see, we now have a couple gladiators and acclimators that have joined the fleet, which is awesome. Let me take a look at our transmission. Geonesians want to have a non-aggression pact. I've declined that because that doesn't do anything for us at all. I'm not worried about them attacking me at this time. It would just cost money. Alright, we've completed the research for core systems. We're 19 months away from ion cannons and 72 months away from the engineering facility. Let's see. This is a food output plus 10%. We could really use that because we're kind of negative on food right now. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll go back to Looney. And, alright, everything else that can be done on the planet has been done for now. I've upgraded to a planetary capital. I will also upgrade their food productions facilities. I think that's fair. A lot of people are declaring rivals around the galaxy. So at this point, it's really important to make sure that we consolidate what we have and that we're getting the most out of it, just because we're going to become a target here for a lot of these empires that see our space and get jealous. Excuse me. Alright, let me do that. The other thing I want to do, I just thought about it, we have to have space ports on all of these planets to make sure our fleet cap is where it needs to be. Now, we're nowhere near build up to a full fleet. When we are, I want to have many different fleets with different admirals and different stations that can work together, and I think that would be really cool. It would be very close to what the Imperial Navy actually is. Okay. Shouldn't be long now. We should get a whole bunch of stations coming online. Alright, let's go back to Chalacta. Alright, first we'll build our station in Chalacta. Okay, we have our Felucia. There we go. That was nice. That actually did a whole lot. That pushed us all the way into Zagarian space, which is going to cause at least a little bit of friction with them, but that's not a problem. Okay, we're going to build our spaceport here on Looney. Alright, we're almost to the point that our construction ship here has nothing to do, so let's give them something to do. Let's build that mining station. Alright, new research. We've revealed the Peltharian dust, which is great. Hopefully helps with our food issue a little bit. And now I think that we should really do the tile blockers. I want to make sure that I get these planets in perfect array, because there's a lot of stuff that I do want to colonize that's out here that I haven't got to yet, like this one. I'm hoping that maybe these other frontier outposts help expand us, because here's a 25 desert world. And it's not even that we need it, because we have a whole lot of 25 worlds in our planets. That helped a little bit. Okay, here we go. So this one is up as well. So we've taken another large part of the galaxy, which makes me think that we should probably have one on Yavin, because that would get in even more. Let's see, how are we doing on this? 4.5. Ah, we have met the Ricotta Infinite Empire. Pitiful creatures, know that... You know how they sound. It's horrible. Know that we roamed the stars for eons before your hapless species mastered spaceflight. If any of your wretched little ships cross into our space, do not expect them to return. How do you respond to an enemy that you cannot actually beat at this time? Be the gracious people. Moff Big Hugina Jazz has leveled up and gained the trait Environmental Engineer. That is, of course, Georgie's character Big Jazz. And H is for Hugina. Alright, Environmental Engineer is great. So congratulations on your promotion, Governor. And I think we should get to Yavin ASAP. If we do, we'll take most of this and we will keep the Terrace Civil Authority or pretty much anyone else from getting there first. So that's going to be my next move. I think maybe we'll do Krylon. Hopefully that gives us enough Alright, excellent. We'll do that. Okay, so we have mining stations going in here. Which is excellent. And now they need more orders, so go ahead and build those. Alright, so they want to give us minerals as a one-time thing for terraforming liquids. How many terraforming liquids do I have? I've got 2 to trade. I decline that. It's not enough for me to be excited about that. Geonesans want active sensor links. Are they out of their mind? There isn't anything down here that I currently need intel on. I don't care about the Bothans, although they are getting closer to Empire space. Alright, we have a new research. We've cleared those tile blockers. Let's get the other tile blockers while we have a chance. Also, how close are we? We're about to get the Teth system, which should push us out here. He might actually... Oh, they're protective. That's great. So the Jedi want a research agreement. I'm giving them a ton of technology and they're giving me practically nothing. I'm gonna have to decline that. We need to keep our technological superiority. Ion cannons have been unlocked. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and pause this. I want to take a look. So, subspace sensors, which we already have a good part of that. Physics lab, which is a lot. Okay, it became really hard for us to research now because of how many planets we have, so we have to play the catch-up game with our scientists. We have to make sure that we are getting the most that we can out of science. Let's get the light ion cannons, because I think that would lend another awesome role to our starships. We could have both ion cannons as well as turbo lasers. Just a couple ion cannons, though. We don't want to overdo it, just like maybe 1 or 2 per ship, and I think it'll make a big difference with anybody else that uses Star Wars-based weapons. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see how we're doing on Shalacta. We've got those going. Let me get the spaceport built on Nagi. There's already a spaceport on these 2. On that one, build one there. Okay, good. Now we have spaceports everywhere we need to. That's awesome. When they're finished, we're going to be sitting pretty as far as fleet supply goes, and all of a sudden, those people that are superior to us, I don't believe they will be. They'll either be equivalent or... But nobody should be overwhelming except the fallen empires. So that's good. Let's go ahead and go back to Chalacta and make sure that we are doing our surface queue. Okay. Okay, so at this point we basically need to clear everything. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get rid of everything that we can on this planet. Alright, that'll give me a better idea of what I'm working with here. I'm putting an energy grid here since somebody's just sitting on this power doing nothing. This guy's about to grow in over here too. I'll put it in the hydroponics farm. Okay, excellent. So what's going on? Looney has an inactive building. Well, we knew that. So... there we go. Put him there. New research. Tile blockers. Awesome. We'll get some more of these tile blockers cleared. Getting much closer to ultimately getting what we need. Research stations. Good. Alright, this construction ship needs some orders, and we need some minerals. We need some everything. Let's go ahead and send them here first. Build these. Followed by... that's not the right button. There we go. Followed by that. Okay. Let that go. We're about to pick up the Yavin, or the Krylon system, it looks like. Yeah, it's about to get that. How's this one going? This one's about to be finished as well. That should go any second now. We will watch the birth of the Empire in this area. Frontier outpost on Plutha. There we go. So we got Teth. Okay, very good. That didn't expand nearly as far as I thought it would. But it's better than nothing. Alright. And where's the Plutha one? Damn, missed it. Okay, I don't know where Plutha is. Here it is. Oh, out here. So we did pick up that. That's awesome. So we picked up this entire hyperlane specter. There's a deal from Camino that I missed. Damn. Okay, we no longer have a research agreement with the Mon cows. We might have to look at that. Alright, we're just gonna go through this and take out the backlog of all these tile blockers. I think that's probably the best way to do it. And then here are these. Upgrade that. Upgrade this. That'll never get upgraded, so we're pretty much capped on what we can do. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, so that's set up. Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff to upgrade here. Awesome. Very, very good. I'm pleased with this. I think this is my best playthrough ever. I mean, in terms of just, you know, the amount of the galaxy I own, how everybody doesn't yet hate me. I mean, if we had purged or okay, so they were apparently doing that before. Star charts, they're gonna give me minerals, that's fine. That's how it should be. Let me see. They're receptive. They've changed their attitude. I think our border friction's becoming a real problem. So we'll see. That might be a problem in the future. But they're equivalent to us across the board. Having all those stations really does help, I think. Go back here and finish what we were doing. Okay, so those are all in the process of being upgraded. This is just a mess. I can't even make sense of it with all the crap it has on here. Alright, so we have inactive buildings, of course, because we're waiting for populations to grow. Okay, we got those tile blockers cleared. What else do we have? Okay, so now we can do Empire Leader capacity, which I think I will do just so that the stream has more, or the people have more people to move into new roles. Also, I did find out, see, this is a better offer. The other people only gave us like 200. I accept that. I'm going to pause this for a second. I did find out that our leaders, unfortunately, I don't know if this was a bug or whatever. Oh, and in Master Maximus, I did not build your ship. I'm sorry about that. Let's go ahead and make sure that before I build this, that we build you the best science ship we can. I didn't notice that our leaders were actually, there we go, this is a science ship. Immortal. I don't know how it happened. Maybe a test tube experiment, but our leaders are actually immortal. So, what I've decided to do to make it fair, because it's not fair that the people that are currently in research positions would be there essentially forever, unless, you know, unless they were killed, or unless they're in a science ship that gets blown up. After they reach the age of 150, I will retire the character, unless they commit some kind of act of treason beforehand or have to have a trial because they've acquired a negative stat. So, just so you guys know, that's what we're gonna go with. All right, so I have upgraded the ship for you, sir, and I'm gonna order one out of Imperial Center right now. I very much apologize about that, but I mean, as you can see, some of our leaders are like Moff Sandal's 103. And also a little bit treasonous with some of his comments in the Senate recently, so we'll definitely be keeping an eye out on him. And the ISB will as well. Alright, so you can see that I'm busy commanding that, but I'm age 102. So when I reach 150, I'll be retired as well. The only one that will not be is Lord Vader. He's more machine than man. Alright, so we have Krylon over here too. Excellent, excellent. Look at that. We've pretty much taken all of the galaxy that I wanted. Did we get Lothal, or is it in their space? Here it is. Yeah, it's in their space. I just love... I've been watching Rebels a lot. I really liked it. I didn't think I would. It's one of those things, like, you see it, and it's clearly designed for kids, but it also has adult writing, so I've always thought that those are clever shows that are able to pull that off. Alright. Very good. Alright, construction ships. We need to build. Let's go ahead and build those mining stations. And then these mining stations. And this mining station. Oh. Oops. Yeah, it's how you can pretend to make all of that money go so far. By hitting the wrong buttons, obviously. Alright, incoming transmission. Star charts from the Rhodians. Decline, you made us enemies. Why would I do that? Governor has leveled up. Excellent, but they're not our governor because they don't have the Moth on there. I mean, they're a governor, but they're in an open position. Alright, we have unemployment in Imperial Center. I might switch them out. We'll see. It's one of these other worlds. Okay, so Nagy actually needs some help. Let's go ahead and clear all this ridiculously dense jungle. Yeah, seriously, the lack of infrastructure projects that they had in their empire, it's amazing that they even had a fleet. And also, I have noticed, I've been watching a lot of other people's plays recently, just, you know, streams and whatnot, just because I always like to try to get better at this. So if I have a moment, I'll throw up somebody's stream while I'm doing it. I also noticed a lot of people build on tiles that they don't have any populations for. Like, I did that a little bit on Looney, because I know they're going to grow in, and it's not going to hurt us because it's not super early game. But man, I didn't realize how prevalent that was for people to burn their resources, like at the very beginning of the game, building all kinds of buildings on their homeworld when they have like no ability to use it for years and years. And I was just like, wow. So don't fall into that trap. It's a pretty big deal. Alright, so the Zabrak Council's reopened the borders to us, which is a big deal. So how we're doing on this crazy tropical world. Holy crap. Yeah, so at this point, I'm really regretting that we don't have the Mastery of Nature, because that would be helpful. Just saying. Alright, let's get some more construction chips out there. Let's go ahead and build those mining stations. I don't even know what to do with this. How are we doing? We're good on food, so I'll just, yeah, I guess I'll just put a power plant here. We'll put a military whatever here, because it'll use the one. Actually, no, we'll just put a science thing there. I mean, there's no reason. We're not going to use military on this planet. Light ion cannon, excellent. So now we have the choice between shields, advanced combat rules. Actually, yeah, I want advanced combat rules. I did not like how the last battle went down, especially with the traitorous ship captain who started everything. How dare he? Chandrillan House. That's fine. Give them some star charts, maybe. Hey, we're a lot closer to knowing about the Chiss. Let me see if I can trade with them. They're overwhelming? Holy crap. They're overwhelming. They would never trade technology with us. Maybe because they're overwhelming? I don't know. Let's see, can we... They really don't like us all that much. That's amazing. Well, but I guess that also kind of goes with the canon that's been established for them. And here's the Infinite Empire over here. Okay. I'm thinking that the Akani Command might end up being our next one, but I don't know. Are they part of the... No, they're independent, so that's actually good. But they have a defensive pact with a lot of people, so that's bad. And they're guaranteeing the independence of the Bothan, so they're actually going to be a real issue for us. I'm not really sure at this point what we're going to end up doing. Maybe consolidate for a while and then check out Camino. Maybe we'll expand to the south. But they're also their Federation status. Crap. All right, we'll just have to wait until this all breaks down and presents us an opportunity. Just trying to figure out what we should do next. All right, so here we are. Let's go ahead and build those stations. We're also going to build those other stations that were suggested. There's some outposts over here that need to be built for primitive civilizations, so we will do that. There's actually quite a bit of them. Alright. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that this episode isn't going to be, like, flashy or exciting, unfortunately, but it's necessary because these are the episodes and this is the kind of work that you have to put in order to win a game like this. So it can't always be crush the rebels, you know, and go to war and all that fun stuff. Oh, I still haven't given you a ship. Wow, I've really screwed this up. Alright, Master Maximus, as you wish, sir. Alright, so you have the new ship class. We'll see how that goes. Also, my science ships are just sitting there. Are you serious? We'll upgrade those. And then we will get them out and doing science-like activities. How disappointing.
Ships upgraded.
Alright, so this science ship is going to be automatic exploration. Very good. Send them both back out. They've done their refueling. We'll send them out on another 5-year mission. Alright, so our construction is complete here. Let's do all of these research stations. Yeah, we're just gonna dump essentially all of our minerals at this point back into infrastructure. So we have our leader capacity, which is great. The Togruta Royal Dominion has made peace with terrorists. They imposed free media. And they humiliated them, which means they killed their leader. I don't know which one was the attacker. Must have been the other one. So the Togruta might have lost their leader. Let me check. No, maybe not. I thought humiliate was when they kill your leader, but maybe it's just the fallen empires, because I've had Lord Vader be killed in my own single player. If I upset them and they came in as a condition of peace, their assassins would kill my leader every 10 years. It really sucked. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't mess with the fallen empires at your doorstep. Okay, so here we're going to do this hypercom forum, I think, is probably the best, but let me just double check. Frontier Hospital really does nothing. I'm not a big fan of that. Alright, so that's going, and go back and check out Scarif. Now we're going to upgrade this. So what should we make it? What are we lacking in? Well, definitely lacking in physics. We'll go ahead and build some physics.
Incoming transmission.
And we'll put him over here. We'll build another one. We need all the physics we can get. Physics is hard to find in the stars, too. Research agreement. They're going to need 6, 9, and 11, and I'm giving them too much. Forget it. Alright, this is going to be your first test. It's a 60% failure rate, Master Maximus. Let's hope that you survive. Alright. All good things. Let's go ahead and clear all these tile blockers here as well. Getting closer to actually seeing what's going on that planet, because it just has so much noise. It's hard for me to look at that and be like, huh. Alright, let's also upgrade that physics lab. And how are we doing here? Alright, we'll upgrade that power plant. Failure. You have failed me. What appeared from space to be impressive structures are, up close, somewhat disappointing. The Valor remains in orbit around itself for a time to study the planet's weather patterns, after which Science Officer Master Maximus was able to confirm that the planetary structures are a result of mundane meteorological factors and not the efforts of intelligent life. Unfortunate. Well, that would have been good if we succeeded. It's okay. You did level up, though. Congratulations on your promotion, sir. physics lab because we need physics labs, and alright. Let's also start taking the planet back here. Clear the important tiles first. Alright, Galen or so. 0%. That's the kind of percent I like. Alright, so we're up here. Let's grab that station and this station. Alright, so we're building a whole lot of stuff. This is a great infrastructural episode. We're already up to 145. New engineering facility, great. Okay, so now we have the ability to unlock the TIE Interceptor, which is awesome. Turbo laser,
System survey complete.
which is pretty cool, but I think we have to go with the battleship. It's going to take 43 months, but it'll be worth it. Teachings of Explorers. The Stardust crew is reporting they found something spectacular on Tongoria 5. On the surface lies a trace of an explorative expedition of another civilization. Left behind are some well-preserved documents and artifacts. The proposed action by Science Officer Galen Urso is to send the text findings to our home world for translation. There's also the possibility to sell them off to a private investor. So what do we get for this? That'd be great. What do we get for that? A special project. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you, the Senate, at this point. I'm going to end the episode for today, and we're going to have you make your decision. Senators, should we go with the research project, which could potentially catapult the Empire status, or should... Nah, you know what? I'm changing my mind. This is not that big of a deal. I'm just going to sell it. And we're going to research that, Dr. Kevin Ross. Sorry, that wasn't it. That wasn't like enough gravity for me to feel like it needs to go to the Senate. And as I was speaking it, I kind of realized it was kind of weak. So let's go ahead and put up that basic science lab up there. And we'll put this girl here when she grows in. What's going on here? Okay, we'll upgrade this. And build that. Very good. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so we have a lot more minerals, which is great. Automated shipyard. The Maul's secrets detected the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. It's at least 1,000 years old and seems to have been subjected to a heavy missile barrage, but one of its manufacturing bases is in still working condition. Huh. Dr. Kevin Ross's confident power can be restored to the station, but it would be a significant project. Where is this?
Situation log updated.
Huh. Alright, let's take a look at the situation log on that, because that's, oh, Steam Age. I don't like that at all. Kind of want to get the Imperial troops in there before they become a problem. And cut off our access. Alright, so let's take a look at that. We need a science ship with level 3 or higher. I'm gonna have him do it. Research that project in the system. Let's see what that would take. Finishes in 180 days. That's not that bad. So we'll figure out what's gonna happen here. That's pretty exciting, actually. All right. We have unemployment in a lot of places, actually. What do we do here? Alright, I'm gonna build an energy grid just because we can always use energy, and then we'll switch out. Whatever I put here can actually come down if we decide that we need another building later. Like maybe a Galactic exchange or something. Alright, we'll upgrade that to an engineering facility. Here we go. We have we're gonna get a that's it. That's perfect. Okay. Go ahead and grab this. We have completed prosperity, and ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, we have reached the end of the episode. Today's question will be, which of these perks shall we choose? World Shaper, terraforming speed plus 100, And we get atmospheric manipulation. Interstellar domination, which will increase our border range by 25%. One vision, which helps governing ethics attraction and unity output. Very good. Oh, I should probably pause that. Mastery of nature, which clears the tile blockers, which I think I've pretty much already bought and paid for at this point. So it's not going to help us as much now. It might help us later. Up to you guys. Or Imperial Prerogative, which gives us +5 to the core systems. I'd pretty much veto this. I don't think this is ever a good choice. So I am vetoing that. You have these 4 choices: World Shaper, Interstellar Domination, One Vision, or Mastery of Nature. Vote in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you like it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and I will see you in the verse. Thanks for watching, guys.